everyone, Kim here working on my Just-A-Scrappin Design Team Weekly Challenge, and it is winter fun. Now I started out by using an A2 size card, that's just basic white cardstock, and I ran it through the Doris Snowflake. And I wanted to do different colors, so I'm picking this blue and this black. Now the black color is 4 1/4 by 3 1/2, I think that was. And I just backed it up with this real pretty bright blue, and it's the same exact size. And I wanted it so that you could see the snowflakes a little bit on the side, so I made it, much smaller than the 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch card. I'm just going to glue that on there. If you're thinking about making a card with this design, you could also use some foam tape and pop it up a little bit. Now I was fussing with that because there was a little edge right there that was kind of not lining up, but I had already put the glue on, so it was going to be too hard for me to trim it up at that point. I'm going to put this down. You see I'm looking at it at this point thinking I did not put that on straight. So I went ahead, the glue wasn't dry, so I could lift it up and straighten that on there right like that. Okay, so I had white glitter paper scraps that I used for the snowflakes, and I went ahead and die cut them with these snowflakes. These are spell binders, I believe. That one was too big, but I used these 4 little ones, and I just placed them on that black piece of paper, ran it through my Big Shot, and I had some extra left over. I thought that was pretty. Black snowflake, I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but you never know. And I'm going to go ahead and pop these snowflakes up so that it gives the card a lot of dimension. Now, I apologize for being such a derp here. For some reason, I just couldn't quite get the coordination down with getting that foam tape cut and placed on the back of those little snowflakes. There's little teeny tiny pieces, so hopefully I'll get some slack, huh? And like I said, the colors are a little different, but for me, I liked that they were different. Typical red, green, blue. I have seen a lot of pretty cards that have pink for Christmas. Right there, I'm showing you the dimension on how they're popped up. And I thought pink was really pretty. But I wanted to get away from that, the typical colors. And if you don't have snowflake die cuts, you can use any of your Cricut snowflakes. And I'm thinking you would probably just lay a piece of black cardstock down on your mat and then line up all of your snowflakes in that order that you want them and just cut it, and then you would cut your black mat or black piece of paper so that it fit that card. I'm running out of little pop dots. I need to get some more. And just a couple more. Gosh, I'm looking at that thinking that I didn't really have to put any more on there because that blue is real pretty. You can still kind of see it through the snowflakes. I'm looking at my lighting here in this video too, by the way, and it's like a yellow color. My son's fan lamp light had gone out, and he came in and took my light for my craft room. So I'm using like a desk lamp. I just haven't had a chance to get up to the store and get a new lamp, or a light bulb for his room. That would be the better solution. I could get my lamp back. Funny how, I had been out of my craft room for a while, spending time with my mom and that kind of thing, and I come back and I'm like, where's my lamp? All right, so that's that. Now I want to put a little sentiment on the front of it, and I'm leaving the card blank for now, but I'm thinking I might go ahead and go inside and stamp some snowflakes because it's very, very plain at this point. This is some Stampendous white embossing powder. I had bought that at a scrapbook expo. And this is Avocado Arts. I was trying to decide if I want to do 'Tis the Season or Merry Christmas, but I went for the Merry Christmas. I like the way that stamp works, especially with embossing powder. I've had it for maybe 3-4 years, and I love it. Avocado Arts has a membership that you can get stamps on a monthly basis, and if you sign up, you can get digis along with them. There's an extra cost for that, or you can just do the stamps. I'm just going to go ahead and ink that up with my Versamark. I was thinking, oh my gosh, I wonder if that's too long for that space right there. And I'm going to go ahead and lay it down and see. It's always a good idea to do that. If you're not sure, yep, that's going to fit. Now I can go ahead and ink it up. Place it right there. And I'll put my embossing powder on it. I need a little bit of a scrap paper to put underneath that, so that's what I'm doing right there, looking for that scrap paper. I know sometimes when you're making a video, when you're looking at it, when you're editing or anything like that, it just doesn't look like it does, I'm going to say in person. Like me looking at it right now, you can really see that blue underneath those snowflakes, and I don't really see it on the video here, but it's there. I do like the way this embossing powder heats up. It's very, very bright. I use it a lot. All right, everybody, that is a very simple, quick card. Getting caught up on some projects, and you could even add some snowflakes on that, you know, some heat emboss some snowflakes if you'd like, or use some white pigment ink. All right, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.